Okay, so I think this is part two. I mean, I know it's part two. What are we talking about? Oh, all right. We're going to start at the beginning again, just to see what happened during the time in which I went to blow my nose and came back. So this is still a problem. Did not solve it. Now I'm thinking too hard about it. I don't know what I should be thinking about, so I'm just thinking very hard. Which is to say my brain is sort of screaming on the inside and no coherence is coming out of it. So that time, at least I thought, look, there, because that'll catch this one and this one. So if I hang that A, well, that was at least right in the bottom half. This did not sound loud enough. That's a standard except for this part. But that was good. One more time. Again, we did it. We did it very well. I did a little bit more, then I went to blow my nose, and I came back and did it again. It didn't stick. Why didn't it stick? It didn't stick because I wasn't thinking about it again. My brain had gone, why, I solved this problem a half hour ago. I'm going to think about... I don't even know. That time I was thinking about how good it would be to solve the problem instead of actually thinking about how to solve the problem. See that? And now I'm still stuck here and there. I was thinking about this and not this. At this point, I feel a bit overloaded with too many things to think about. We'll start at the beginning, one at a time. I got the action right. Look over here, but I did not get the specific part of the action. Look over here and then look right at that G. Just stare at it. You draw a smiley face on it, but I don't think L would like that. actually hit it. And then I thought, yeah, I hit it. And then I thought, oh no, I didn't hit the next one. It is such a complicated little game. I wish it weren't, but it is. It is a terribly complicated game. It is, if you are not absolutely focused on everything you are doing, you do not have control over what you're doing. And I suppose unless you've memorized it to the point at which your fingers just do it without you having to even think about it. And what fun is that? What fun is that to automatron your way through your own music? Then you have to, you know this. I know this. So now we get into the point where my instinct is just to repeat. And that is incorrect. Because if I were to start this over from the beginning, I would be repeating something that I had already solved. And my brain would think, well, you solved that, and then you went and you blew your nose, and then you came back and you solved it again. And so I don't want to put as much effort into it because I'm a little bit bored with this. And Chessable, the chess app that I'm learning to use chess, it's actually the same thing. And Make It Stick, the science of successful learning, is also the same thing. It's like, don't over practice, because your brain will stop paying attention to what you've over practiced, and then inconsistencies and sloppinesses will slip in. And so let's move on. We're going to hit this one more time. We're going to be done with hitting that for the day. I swear it. So we're done with all that part up to this part. We're not touching anything except for, that part, and the little lead up to it. Remember, what am I doing this time that is different than what I did last time? Very important question. I'm going to slow down this, that part. I'm going to slow down that part. Keep it slow so it doesn't speed up, because that will ruin the rest of it. What are we doing here? There we go. The notes were wrong, because I was thinking about how I'd just done it. How confused I am. Okay, so what happened there? Sometimes when I can't remember something, then I play it fast, and my fingers say, oh, I remember it, and my brain says, oh, thank goodness for that, because one of us didn't, and it wasn't you. I'm gonna look at the music. Where'd that music get to? Woo, doo, 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 doo. Not that page. Not that page. Not that page. Is so the part I'm confused about is here, because in some cases the pattern. It's bum chunk chuck, right? And sometimes the bum chunk has two different chunks. And sometimes it has the same chunk. And then in this case, it has the same chunk. In the next measure and the measure after that, it has two different chunks, which is to say different notes. You know what I mean. By the way, that first all that through, I'll play it one more time, and we're putting it to bed till tomorrow. It's gonna sleep in my brain, and slow down until halfway through this part that I was supposed to remember to slow down in. And that ruined everything. Oh. What am I going to do differently this time? I'm going to slow down. We know this. That's done. Put it to bed. Tomorrow, remind me to slow down through that whole section. Now we get this thing. This is doable if and only if I think about each note as I play it. In many cases, these measures, I'm still sort of visualizing the score in my head. It's got to be 3. It can't be 4. That doesn't even make sense. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. It's got to be 1, 2, 3. What is that? Bing. It is. And I should tell you this because I can't keep a secret to save my life. I think that also part of the problem is with this little section is that I am specifically leaving out some notes. I am very specifically, and I think my brain goes, oh, you're cheating, because here's what is actually, let's pull up this thing. Here we go. So this is what it actually is. So there's supposed to be a second beat here. And what I'm doing is this. Because, as I've, this is not very big. This could be done. It is the next one. That has caused me to cheat on this whole thing. Then we go. So. It's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be playing these two notes at the same time, the A and the B flat. And I'm not. world? Is there a world in which I can play these two notes at the same time? I mean, how low can my wrist actually get? Blah. Still, nope. All right. And the thing is that the A does turn up, like basically half a measure later. We still get the sound of the A, so the music theory remains intact. It's not like we're losing the A, but it is. I don't know. Even this is a trick. What do we think? I mean, all in all, obviously one wants to play the notes on the page because that is why the notes are on the page. And yet. This is the note that I'm afraid will sound. This is the note you want to sound. This is the note that should sound. This is the note that I'm afraid will sound. That one. Okay. I'm going to set that one aside because I do not have enough information to solve it yet. That's not true. I do not have a plan for solving it yet. That might be true. I'm going to stop this video also because now we're getting up to the 20-minute mark and YouTube does not like me to submit videos longer than 20 minutes. So I'm going to push the stop and then we're going to move on and look at the development.